Hello, you're welcome back. All right, so we continue from where we stop. Here we're going to be looking at percentage profit and loss. Okay, now when is when do we say that someone actually made a profit? Okay, from selling an item. Now, profit is being made if the selling price, the amount the person sold that particular item, is greater than the cost price. So the profit is given as selling price minus the cost price. Cost price. Okay. So profit is always given as selling price minus cost price. Now, if we are to express this profit as percent, all right? So percentage profit is now going to be equal to the profit, the profit that the person made out of selling that particular material, then um, divided by the cost price, how much he bought it. Cost price is what he bought it. Okay, then of course, to express it in percentage, I multiply by 100. Now, what if we are dealing with loss? Okay, how do we evaluate that? Now, for loss, okay, it is still it's still gonna be the other way around. Okay, for loss, we'll subtract selling price from cost price. So loss is equal to cost price, then minus selling price. So, and of course, percentage loss now will be equal to the loss, then divided by the cost price, then times 100. All right, so let's look at a typical example. Let's say a situation where, okay, a man bought an item for 20,000 naira. 20,000 naira. Then now, okay, so he bought this item for 20,000 naira. That is the selling, the cost price CP. Then he now sold the item for 22,000 naira. So now the question is, evaluate the percentage profit. Evaluate the percentage profit. So the percentage profit, okay, as we already know, is going to be what is selling price minus cost price. That's the profit. The profit made is SP minus CP, okay, divided by the cost price CP, then times 100. So now the percentage profit is going to be equal to selling price is 22,000. And of course, the item cost him 20,000. Then divided by the cost price, which of course is 20,000. Then we multiply by 100. 22,000 minus 20,000, that gives us 2,000. So this is going to be what is 2,000. Then divided by 20,000. Please pardon me, this 2,000. Then I divide it by 20,000. Okay, of course, if we do this, okay, 2,000 divided by 20,000, 2,000 divided itself, okay, I have 1, divide 20,000, I have 10. So I'm going to have 100 divided by 10, which is 10%. So the profit he made is 10%. Okay. All right. So let's look at another question. Let's look at another example. Okay. We are told that a man made a loss a loss of 20%, okay, for selling a material at an amount of 5,000. Okay, so the question is, how much did that particular material or item actually cost him? All right, simple solution. So in this case now, we're not looking for percentage loss, we are looking for the cost price. The formula still holds. Okay, we'll still use the percentage loss formula. Percentage loss is giving us the cost price minus the selling price, then divided by 100. Divided by cost price, please pardon me, then times 100. So the percentage loss is 20. The cost price is what I'm looking for. The selling price I was told is 5,000, not 50,000, please. Okay, 5,000. Okay, so now of course divided by the cost price, that's what I'm looking for. Don't forget that I multiply everything by 100. So it's just simply for me to rearrange this equation and make the cost price the solution formula, okay? So how do I do that? By cross multiplying. I have to cross multiply. Okay, so let's cross multiply. So I'm going to have 100 multiplied by 100 times CP minus 500 times 1, okay? So this is still going to be CP minus 500, okay, in a bracket times 100. Of course, if you multiply it by 1, it's still going to be the same thing. Then, of course, multiply this other side. 20 multiplied by CP will give me 20 CP. Okay, so let's open this bracket here. I'm having 100 CP. 100 multiplied by CP, 100 CP. Then 500 multiplied by 5,000, please pardon me. Okay, 5,000, not 500. Okay, so 5,000 multiplied by 100. 50000. Okay, so equal to, all right, equal to 20 CP. So rearranging the equation, I'm going to have 100 CP. If I take 20 CP to the other side, it becomes minus 20 CP. Okay. Then if I take 500,000 to this side, it becomes, if I take minus 500,000 to this other side, it becomes plus 500,000. So subtracting this, I'm going to have 80 CP equal to 500,000. Is it really 500,000 or 50,000? Okay. Is it 500,000? Okay, yeah. 500,000. So my CP now is going to be equal to 500,000 and divided by 80. So what he bought, that's 6,250. What he bought, okay, or what the item actually cost him is 6,250 naira, okay? But he went and sold it for 5,000 naira. So that's why he was able to, he made a loss of 20%. Okay, so that's his cost price. All right, so I hope that's well understood. Now we're going to be looking at the next application of percentage, which of course is simple interest. Now a simple interest is simply the that amount, okay, that's added amount that is added to an investment or a loan. So let's say you actually collected, you borrowed 50,000. Okay, then when you want to repay back, you repay back 55,000. So the 5,000 that's added to the amount you borrowed is a simple interest. The formula for simple interest is given as P times T times R divided by 100. P is the amount that was borrowed or that was invested. Okay, it's either it's a loan or an investment, so we'll call it the principal. T is the time, okay, the duration for the amount that was lent or even invested. Okay, then R is the rate. Every interest have a rate of repayment. Okay, that rate is in percentage. The percentage of the amount you collected that you have to repay. Okay, so for example, let's say a man borrowed, okay, 50,000, okay, for a duration of 2 years, and he is supposed to repay at the rate of 2%, 2% per annum, that is 2% every year. So how then do we calculate the simple interest? So of course, from the formula, simple interest is P times T, okay, PTR in abbreviation divided by 100. So the P is he borrowed 5,000. The time is for 2 years, and of course the rate is for 2%, then divided by 100. So multiplying that, that's going to be 4 times 50. That's going to give 200, right? So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, 200. So for the 2 years, the 200, 4 times 5, that is 20. Okay, all right, so that's what is going to be. He repaid 200 at the end of the 2 years. All right, so please take note of that. Now remember, he will repay the interest. Okay, the 200 is not what he's going to repay. Okay, this is just the interest that's added to the amount. Okay, so what he's going to repay is what is known as an amount, and that amount is going to be the original 5,000 that he collected, then plus the 200 naira the interest. So what is going to repay at the end of the day is going to be 5,200. Okay, so that brings us to another formula, that formula of amount. Amount is always given as the principal, then plus the interest. This is the amount you pay back. Okay, when you add interest to the principal, you pay back this amount. So now, of course, we know very well that the principal is P We know very well, please pardon me, we know very well that interest is equal to P times T times R, then divided by 100. So I can factorize. So P is actually common. Okay, P is common for the this expression at the right hand side. So I'll factorize it out. Open a bracket. Here I have 1 plus I have TR divided by 100. All right. So this is another way of expressing amount. Okay, that one will pay back. Let's look at a typical example. Let's say a man had to pay an amount of 2,200. Okay, for the time period of still 2 years, and at the rate of 2%. So the question is, what was his principal? So we can use this formula to get his principal. The amount he paid back is 2,200. The principal, that's what we're looking for. Open bracket 1 plus um 1 plus the time is 2 times the rate is 2, then divided by 100. Bracket close. So this is gonna be 2,200. Please pardon me. 2,200. So equal to P bracket open 1 plus 4 divided by 100 is 0.04, right? So I'm gonna have that 1 plus 0.04 is 1.04. So the principal he collected is gonna be equal to 2,200. Okay, 2,200 divided by 1.04. 2,200 divided by 1.04. So the principal is approximately 2,115. Okay, so that's just by the way, and of course in naira. Okay, so we're going to be looking at another type of interest, which is known as compound interest. Now, compound interest is different from simple interest in that, okay, each principal of a compound interest is cumulative. It actually increases, not fixed, unlike simple interest. Okay, unlike simple interest that you can use the same principal for the entire year. Okay, for the entire year, the entire number of years or the entire duration to calculate the interest. For compound interest, after every end of duration, okay, let's say for 2 years, let's say it's going to be for 5 years. After the very first year, okay, let's say you made an interest of the interest you made, okay, is I. Then if you made that interest I, then you actually get the amount. The amount, okay, of course, is going to be equal to the principal plus interest. So if we are going to calculate for the second year, you are not still going to use the original principal, okay? So your principal now for the second year becomes the amount of the previous year. So the principal of the second year becomes the amount of the previous year. And that is how it continues. So, okay, for every year, the principal you're going to use is going to be the amount of the previous year. Okay? But I'm only interested in giving you the formula for the total amount for the entire year. The total amount for the entire year of a compound interest is given by the formula P bracket open 1 plus r all over 100. Then of course rest per end. Now giving you this formula is similar, okay, almost similar to the formula for the amount of a simple interest, but the difference is that the end now, the period is now an exponent. So this represents the duration of the interest. Okay, for example, if you're being asked to find the amount, okay, of a compound interest, okay, with an initial amount of uh let me use a different amount this time around, okay, let's say 10,000, okay, for the duration of 2 years, okay, at the rate of, let's make it 4%. Simple. The amount is going to be equal to the principal 10,000 bracket open 1 plus the rate is 4 divided by the duration for 2 years. So this is going to be equal to 10,000 bracket open 1 plus 4 divided by 100 is 0.04 all square. So let's do this. So this is going to be equal to 10,000, then of course times, this is 1.04 square, 1.04 then square, that's 1.0816. So multiply that by 10,000. So I have 10,816. So the amount for the entire, okay, 2 years of the compound interest is 10,816 naira. Okay, so that is the application of percentage. Okay, this is for a compound interest. So let's look at another application. Another application is discount. Okay, so discount is actually the amount that is subtracted. Okay, the amount that is actually taken away out of the original price of a goods. For example, if a goods, if the cost price of a goods, or better say selling price, okay, if the selling price of a good you want to buy is, okay, let's say it's 6,000. This is where what you are supposed to pay. But let's say you are being given a discount percentage, a discount in percentage, okay? So for every good that you want to buy, you get a percentage discount of, let's say, 10%. So that means for you to actually buy this goods, okay, with this discount, first the discount must be subtracted from this amount. So first of all, let's get the discount. So the percentage discount, the discount, okay, if I want to get discount from each percentage, you know how we do that. The discount is going to equal to the percentage discount, okay? Percentage discount divided by total percentage, you know that's already 100. Okay, then times that selling price. So the percentage discount is 10% all over 100. Then times 6,000. Okay, so if we do this, we're going to have 600. 600 is 10% of 6,000. And that's our discount. Okay, so At that point now, if the person need to buy now, the selling price now, okay, or will I say what it actually cost him. So the person that is buying this now, it will cost him the original selling price minus the discount. So what he will be paying for that goods is going to be equal to 5,400 naira against the original 6,000. Okay, so this is a basic application of percentage, but we are going to be looking at more examination question in the next video. All right. Okay, see you in the next video. Thank you very much.